Hello and welcome to part 2 of my Aurora Dr. Jekyll as Mr. Hyde restoration project. As you saw in part 1, I showed you what I'd got for my money when I bought it on eBay, and it had been badly made, badly painted, as I said in part 1, probably by a young boy, possibly, who was in a rush. We've all been there, rushed to get kits finished when we were children, and so the workmanship wasn't the best, but I'm sure he had a lot of fun making it, and probably enjoyed having it standing on the shelf in his bedroom. Okay, as you can see, I've broken the kit down now into sub-assemblies. I've caused some minor damage, like there's a piece broken off there, which, you know, I'm going to glue back on, and that will be fine. That'll work out okay. The stall stayed in one piece when it came out. I might give it a jiggle to see if the glue has perished and see if it is nice and firmly constructed. Otherwise I'll probably paint it while it's already assembled, but I'll see. Anyway, there was one of the cross struts came off, but again, not a big problem. But all of these parts will obviously need cleaning up, the seams removing from them and so on, and repainting. Some parts the glue had perished, or insufficient glue had been put on by the original maker, but whatever the case, most of the things came off very easily. I've still got, as you can see, I've still got a couple of pieces that I haven't managed to convince to come off just yet. There's one shoe left there, and the second rat. As I said in part 1, he's used the glow-in-the-dark parts and the non-glowing parts, so there's a duplication of a lot of parts. One sad issue is that there's only one spider. He's put both webs there, the glow-in-the-dark one and the non-glowing, but only one spider figure. But that's not the end of the world. I'm going to choose one or the other, which is almost certainly going to be non-glowing version of him. That's the tail for this rat. He hasn't come off yet, but his tail did. But again, not a problem, that'll stick back, and with a bit of invisible mending. These are the legs of the table. Another potentially problematic item is the table. These parts are really well glued on. He's obviously dropped a big blob of glue underneath all of them, and I can't convince them to come away at the moment, but they will have to come off. I'll just have to be very patient, and I'll have to do some very careful scalpel work to get them to come off, so that I can clean them all up and repaint them and put it all back together. So that is a bit of an issue, but I'm sure I can eventually overcome the problem. We shall have to see. So a bit of patience and a bit of careful scalpel work, and I should be okay. The other thing that doesn't seem to want to move is the nameplate, but again, that's not the end of the world. I can paint that in situ, clean it up and paint it in situ if necessary. The flooring does need a fair bit of work with a repainting and some sanding to remove blobs of glue and stuff. But again, it's a case of being patient and being careful. I want a nice restoration. I want this to be as close to its original condition as possible when I've fully made it. I'm not going to take any liberties. I'm not going to do any conversion work. I'm going to make a standard out of the box Dr. Jekyll figure, and as the manufacturer intended, and then possibly I will be reselling it on eBay as a better made version of an original Aurora kit, but I haven't decided fully on that yet. As I've told you in part 1, I have got the Mobius kit, so my personal Dr. Jekyll needs are fulfilled. So this will be surplus to me one way or the other. I bought it more as an interest an interesting project more than anything else. But if I can sell it and hopefully get my money back, I don't know. It's possible I will, possible I won't. That's the vagaries of eBay. But I'm not too bothered. I'll certainly enjoy restoring it, and we'll see how it comes out. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and look out for part 3, where I'll be showing my progress so far with cleaning up and painting of parts. Okay, bye for now then.